Thor die cow, ladies and gentlemen. 7:45 on the dot. We're a little late coming in here for Hammers, so let's dive in here.
That's all right.
Amazing Spider-Man 2.
How amazing is it?
This is the question.
I wasn't a big fan of the original reboot from 2 years ago.
Me too.
With Andrew Garfield as Spidey, because it didn't feel like that long since the third Spider-Man that Sam Raimi gave us. That was in 2007. But we're back, and this time we've got more villains, including Electro and the Green Goblin.
Electro, I love Electro.
You know what it is I love about being Spider-Man? Everything.
So there you go. Sets the scene very nicely. This one's got eye-popping action. It's got some romantic chemistry, courtesy of Emma Stone. They're a real-life couple, Emma and Andrew, so it's rather palpable, actually, in their scenes together, the romance that they share. I enjoyed that, but as you can see here, it's full of eye-popping summer blockbuster fare. But how does that work when you try to balance out story and humanity? At times, not very well. There are lots of good drama in this one, with a lot of great quiet moments that nail the themes effectively. Particularly when it comes to what happened to Peter Parker's parents. There's a great opening scene that sort of sheds more light on that. But at times, the action does get very frantic and a little bit bloated and repetitive, so... And there was also a little too much campy humor. And I know they're trying to go for that. That was the real sort of feel of the comics.
Old school.
He was wisecracking.
Right.
Doesn't always work in the film, particularly because of Andrew Garfield. Sort of, I think he's a bit over the top as Spider-Man at times. But the action for me, you have to have it. It's a big budget movie. Oh, yeah. People are paying the premium. You've got fans that are going to want this out of the film. But I just felt like I enjoyed it so much more when it was in these poignant moments that really move the themes of the characters along and help them develop. The big problem is the villains, though. I really enjoyed Dane DeHaan, who's a fantastic young actor. He stars as the Green Goblin. Now, this guy was great, and the movie did good, effective use of using him. But the Electro villain, and I love Jamie Foxx, you know, he's an Oscar winner. Right. He's very versatile. The character of Electro, though, in this film, it just felt sort of like jammed in as a secondary villain that was, you know, part responsible for a lot of the action, but it just felt so superficial to me. Right. And at times it got so convoluted in relation to the plot and why he was really there. So I wish they had focused on the Green Goblin because he's such a classic villain. You only really needed one. And at the end of this movie, it really felt like a franchise setup for the Sinister Six, which is where they're going with this. They're just crowding more villains onto the scene of the film and the subsequent movies to follow. But I will say it was very entertaining. It was better than the first one with Andrew Garfield. So I would say it's a step up, and there are a few twists as well that you may not see coming.
Lay it out there.
I'm going 3 out of 5 for the Amazing Spider-Man.
Okay, 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
And I always ask this question whenever it comes to a Marvel or superhero or whatever. How old are we looking at here? Age appropriateness for this? I would say minimum for this movie probably 8 years old. Oh, okay. Yeah. So right in there. So that's probably why they went a little more frantic with the special effects, because that's what the little kids like, right? It's very loud and there are some scary moments. So yeah, the little ones might be swayed the other way. Spidey's eyes seem bigger in this one. They do. I think they made some minor adjustments.